Listen up, because this one right here is messy, loud, and dripping in controversy. If you thought the internet was done shocking you, think again. Fans are already saying, "We should have seen this coming," because the streets are buzzing that Laterras Whitfield and Ashley Woods didn't just step into the spotlight, they sprinted straight toward the bag, leaving a trail of confusion, side eyes, and unanswered questions behind them. Emotions ran high the moment the whispers hit social media, and now everybody's asking the same thing: who's really winning, and who's about to get played? This ain't just about money, it's about power, perception, and timing. Screenshots started circulating, old clips got dug up, and suddenly what looked like a fresh move started smelling like a setup. Fans are shocked, critics are calling it calculated, and supporters are saying, let them hustle. But behind closed doors? Sources claim tensions were already boiling, alliances quietly shifting, and somebody knew exactly what they were doing before the cameras even rolled. The family was left divided, the audience was split down the middle, and the comment sections turned into digital war zones. So before you swipe, click, or cash out, ask yourself, are you watching a master play, or are you about to be fleeced? The story really starts late one night when a shaky phone video hit a group chat before it ever touched the timeline. Somebody whispered, "This about to go left," and by morning, everybody knew Laterras Whitfield and Ashley Woods were moving fast, too fast, like they had somewhere urgent to be. Fans are shocked because just weeks earlier, the vibe was calm, inspirational quotes, soft smiles, and long captions about growth and healing. Then suddenly, there was motion, money talk, and a whole lot of silence where explanations should have been. Emotions ran high as people started connecting dots that maybe weren't meant to be connected, but once the internet smells blood, it doesn't stop. What caught people off guard wasn't just that Laterras and Ashley teamed up, but how quick the monetization followed. One day it was new beginnings, the next day it was links, promos, and behind-the-scenes footage locked behind paywalls. Fans in the comments were already split. Some said, let them secure the bag, everybody gotta eat, others weren't buying it, saying the timing felt off, like a rollout disguised as real life. One fan wrote, "This don't feel organic, this feel like a play," and that comment alone got thousands of likes before it mysteriously disappeared. Behind the scenes, sources claimed tension had been brewing long before the public saw anything. Apparently, Laterras had been pitching ideas to people close to him, talking about rebranding, owning the narrative, and turning pain into profit. Ashley, on the other hand, was allegedly more cautious at first. A friend claimed she said, "I don't want to look like I'm using anything or anybody," but that hesitation didn't last long, because once the numbers started making sense, the conversations changed. Money has a way of speeding up decisions, and that's exactly what fans think they witnessed in real time. The first real spark of drama came when an old clip resurfaced. In it, Laterras is heard saying, "Every story got value if you tell it right." At the time, nobody paid attention. Now? That clip is being played like evidence in a courtroom. People started asking if this whole situation was mapped out months ago, maybe even longer. Ashley's name started trending alongside words like calculated and strategic, and while neither of them addressed it directly, the silence spoke louder than any denial could. Family reactions only added fuel to the fire. A cousin of Ashley reportedly went live late one evening, clearly emotional, saying, "Y'all don't know the half of what's going on." She didn't give details, but the damage was done. Fans clipped it, reposted it, and slowed it down like it was a hidden message. The family was left divided, with some defending Ashley's right to move how she wants, while others hinted that lines were crossed. One aunt allegedly said, "Money changed people," and that single sentence became a headline everywhere. Laterras, meanwhile, seemed unfazed publicly. He posted smiling photos, motivational captions, and vague quotes about staying focused while they talk, but insiders claimed the pressure was real. People around him were questioning the optics, asking if pushing content so fast was a good look. One friend allegedly told him, "You might be moving too quick." Bro, Laterras reportedly replied, "If I don't tell my story, somebody else will." That response only made people wonder what story he was really trying to control. The tension spilled over when Ashley finally broke her silence in a now-deleted story. She said, "I see y'all talking, but you don't know me or my heart." Her voice sounded shaky, like she was holding back tears. Within minutes, the reactions flooded in. Supporters praised her for standing her ground, while critics said the message felt rehearsed. One comment read, "That sounded like damage control." Another said, "She looks stressed. This ain't what peace looks like." Emotions ran high because people weren't just watching a story anymore, they felt invested in it. Things got messy when alleged screenshots started circulating, showing conversations about content planning and revenue splits. Nobody could confirm if they were real, but that didn't stop them from going viral. In one message, a sender supposedly says, "We gotta drop this before the hype dies." Fans took that as proof that this wasn't spontaneous at all. Ashley's supporters argued that planning doesn't mean manipulation, but the skeptics were louder. One fan tweeted, "This ain't healing, this a hustle." Friends from both sides reportedly started choosing sides quietly. Some unfollowed, others went ghost, and a few made slick comments that felt like shots without naming names. The energy shifted fast. What once felt like a united front now felt fractured. People close to Ashley worried about her mental health, saying she wasn't built for this level of scrutiny. People close to Laterras worried about his reputation, saying this could overshadow everything he's built. By the end of that first chaotic week, the internet had already decided there was more coming. Fans were glued to their screens, refreshing pages, waiting for the next move. Laterras posted a countdown emoji with no explanation. Ashley shared a quote about truth always coming to light. Nobody knew what it meant, but everybody felt the tension tightening. It was clear this wasn't just a moment anymore. It was a slow-burning drama, and whatever came next was going to change how both of them were seen forever. The countdown Laterras posted didn't hit zero quietly. When it finally expired, a teaser dropped instead of answers, and that's when the internet really lost its mind. The clip was short, dramatic music humming underneath, flashes of studio lights, blurred faces, and a voice saying, "This is my truth." Fans are shocked because it felt more like a trailer than a confession. People expected clarity, but what they got was suspense, and suspense always feeds speculation. Emotions ran high in the comments, with some calling it genius marketing and others calling it disrespectful to everyone involved. Ashley's reaction came hours later, and it wasn't polished. She went live unexpectedly, no makeup, sitting in what looked like her bedroom. Her eyes were red, and her voice cracked as she said, "I didn't sign up to be a storyline." That one sentence shifted the narrative for a moment. Viewers flooded the live with hearts and support, but there were also comments accusing her of playing victim. One user wrote, "You knew what this was." Another said, "This ain't fair to her." The split was clear, and the family was left divided all over again. Sources close to Ashley claimed she felt blindsided by the teaser. Allegedly, she thought things were moving slower, more privately. A friend said Ashley called her crying, saying, "This is getting out of control." Meanwhile, people close to Laterras claimed he felt misunderstood. One insider said, "He thinks people only see the money angle, not the message." That disconnect between intention and perception is where the drama really lived, because both sides believed they were right. Things escalated when a podcast host jumped into the mix, claiming to have inside information. During an episode, the host said, "This was always about the rollout." That statement spread like wildfire. Fans clipped it, reposted it, and suddenly it was being treated like fact. Laterras responded with a vague tweet, "Don't believe everything you hear from people chasing clout," but that only added fuel. People started asking why he didn't just say it wasn't true if it wasn't. Silence and vagueness became enemies in this situation. Ashley's family reportedly held a private meeting, worried about how things were unfolding publicly. One relative allegedly said, "This is bigger than us now." There were talks about legal advice, about boundaries, about pulling back. But pulling back is hard once the internet decides your entertainment. Every move Ashley made was dissected. When she stopped posting for 2 days, people said she was being silenced. When she posted a smiling picture, they said she was faking it. There was no winning. Laterras, on the other hand, leaned into productivity. He shared clips of himself working late, notebooks open, studio sessions running past midnight. He captioned one post, "Pressure make diamonds." Fans interpreted that in different ways. Supporters saw resilience. Critics saw deflection. One comment read, "You working but at what cost?" Another said, "This man is focused, y'all just hate ambition." The narrative war was constant, and neither side could control it anymore. Then came the leak that changed everything. An anonymous account dropped what it claimed was a voice note from Ashley, venting about feeling used. The audio was grainy, emotional, and hard to verify, but it sounded real enough to shake people. In the clip, a woman's voice says, "I don't even recognize my life right now." Fans are shocked because it humanized the situation in a way posts couldn't. Ashley didn't confirm or deny it, but her silence was read as confirmation by many. Laterras addressed the leak indirectly during a live session. He said, "I would never use somebody I care about." His tone was calm but firm. He added, "People don't see the conversations behind the scenes." Viewers flooded the live with questions, but he avoided specifics. That avoidance frustrated people who wanted accountability. One viewer commented, "Say names or say nothing." The live ended abruptly, leaving more questions than answers. Friends in the industry started chiming in, some subtly, some directly. One well-known figure posted, "Not everything needs to be monetized." Another replied, "Don't tell people how to survive." The debate expanded beyond Laterras and Ashley, turning into a bigger conversation about hustle culture, trauma, and profit. But at the center of it all were two people clearly feeling the weight of public opinion. Ashley finally posted a long caption late one night, saying she was stepping back to protect her peace. She wrote, "I need time to think without the noise." Fans responded with mixed emotions. Some applauded her for choosing herself. Others accused her of running from the truth. The family was left divided yet again, with some relatives liking the post and others staying silent. Silence became a language everyone tried to interpret. The energy felt heavier. The excitement of speculation was slowly turning into concern. People weren't just asking what would drop next, they were asking who would crack first. Laterras hinted that the full story was still coming. Ashley disappeared from the timeline. And the audience sat in suspense, knowing this drama was far from over, and whatever came next would either clear everything up or blow it all the way open. Ashley's disappearance didn't calm anything down, it made the noise louder. When someone goes quiet in the middle of a storm, people don't assume peace, they assume pressure. Fans are shocked at how fast theories multiplied. Some said she was negotiating behind the scenes. Others claimed she was being advised to stay silent until the right moment. Every hour without a post felt like another chapter being written by strangers. Emotions ran high because people felt like they were watching someone slowly get swallowed by a machine she didn't fully agree to step into. Laterras filled the silence with movement. Not explanations, not apologies, just motion. He dropped another clip, this one longer, more personal. He talked about childhood trauma, about being misunderstood, about turning pain into purpose. At first, the comments were supportive. People said they related, said he was brave. But halfway through the clip, he said something that shifted the mood. He looked straight into the camera and said, "Everybody benefits from the story, not just me." That one line cracked the internet right open. Fans immediately took that as confirmation that Ashley was, in fact, part of the business side. Critics said he just admitted it without meaning to. Supporters argued he was talking in general terms. But Ashley's name trended again, tied to words like profit partner and silent investor. The family was left divided once more, with one of Ashley's siblings allegedly posting, "Don't speak on what you don't live," before deleting it minutes later. Screenshots, of course, lived forever. Behind closed doors, sources claimed Ashley was furious. A friend allegedly said she threw her phone across the room after seeing the clip. "He keeps talking," she reportedly said, "and I keep paying the price." That quote spread fast, whether it was real or not. It matched the narrative people were already building. Ashley was becoming the emotional center of the story, while Laterras was becoming the voice controlling it. And that imbalance is where resentment grows. Things took another turn when a former associate of Laterras decided to speak out. This person didn't name names directly, but posted a long thread about creators who package real people as content. Fans immediately connected the dots. The thread mentioned timelines, contracts, and revenue meetings. Even without proof, it felt too specific to ignore. Laterras responded with a single emoji, a laughing face, which many saw as dismissive. Emotions ran high because people wanted seriousness, not sarcasm. Ashley finally reappeared, but not how anyone expected. She didn't go live, didn't post a video. She dropped a written statement through a close friend's page. It said she felt misrepresented, overwhelmed, and conflicted. She wrote that she agreed to share parts of her journey, not become a headline without control. Fans are shocked because it was the first time she directly acknowledged the imbalance. The tone wasn't angry, it was tired, and that made it hit harder. Laterras addressed the statement hours later. He said he respected Ashley's feelings but stood by his actions. "I can't dim my light because people uncomfortable," he said. That sentence split the audience instantly. Some applauded the confidence. Others said it proved the criticism. One comment read, "That's ego talking," another said, "That's a man standing firm." The comment sections became battlegrounds, and the drama felt less like entertainment and more like a referendum on character. Friends on both sides reportedly tried to mediate. There were phone calls, long texts, even a rumored in-person meeting that ended badly. One source claimed voices were raised, accusations thrown around, and tears shed. Ashley allegedly said, "You don't hear me." Laterras allegedly replied, "You don't see the bigger picture." That exchange, whether exact or not, captured the core conflict. One person wanted safety. The other wanted scale. Then came the merge. Without warning, branded items tied to the Truth series went live. Hoodies, hats, slogans pulled straight from Laterras' clips. Fans are shocked because the timing felt reckless. People immediately asked if Ashley approved. There was no answer. Ashley's supporters called it exploitation. Laterras' supporters called it entrepreneurship. The family was left divided yet again, with one relative allegedly saying, "This crossed a line," while another said, "Y'all mad at success." Ashley reacted subtly. She changed her bio, removing all references connected to Laterras. She liked to post about choosing yourself even when it costs you. That single like became news. Fans screenshotted it, wrote think pieces about it, and treated it like a declaration. Emotions ran high because people saw it as the quietest but loudest move she'd made so far. She wasn't fighting, she was pulling away. Laterras, sensing the shift, went live late at night. His energy was different, less polished. He admitted the situation had taken a toll. "This ain't easy," he said. But then he added, "I still believe in what I'm building." Viewers could see the conflict on his face, but belief doesn't always equal empathy. People wanted him to acknowledge Ashley specifically, and when he didn't, disappointment flooded the chat. As this phase of the drama settled, the tone of the audience changed. The excitement faded, replaced by unease. People started asking harder questions. Who actually benefits when real pain becomes content? Where's the line between sharing and selling? And most importantly, is this story still being written together, or has it already split into two very different endings? With Ashley stepping back and Laterras pushing forward, it was clear the next move would define everything. And nobody knew if it would bring resolution or complete collapse. The collapse didn't come all at once, it came in pieces, slow and public. The first sign was when Laterras announced a release date for the full project without mentioning Ashley at all. Fans are shocked because her presence had been the emotional backbone of everything so far. People immediately asked, where does Ashley fit in now? The silence around her name felt intentional. Emotions ran high as supporters accused Laterras of erasing her while still benefiting from the attention she brought. Critics said, this is exactly what everyone warned about. Ashley, meanwhile, was seen for the first time in weeks outside, caught by a fan's phone camera. She looked thinner, tired, but calm. When asked how she was doing, she simply said, "I'm choosing peace." That short clip went viral within minutes. Fans flooded her with support, saying she looked relieved. Others questioned if peace came too late. The family was left divided again, with some relatives resharing the clip proudly and others upset that she was still being pulled into the spotlight. Laterras addressed the backlash during an interview-style livestream. He said people were projecting their own trauma onto his situation. "Y'all want a villain so bad," he said. "Sometimes it's just two people with different visions." That framing didn't sit well with everyone. Fans felt it minimized Ashley's experience. One comment read, "Different visions don't excuse imbalance." Another said, "He talking like a CEO, not a partner." The language shift was noticeable, and it changed how people heard him. Behind the scenes, sources claimed Ashley was considering legal options. Not necessarily to sue, but to protect her likeness and story. A friend allegedly said, "She just wants control back." That idea of control became central to the conversation. People started questioning how much consent really exists once cameras and contracts enter emotional spaces. Ashley's silence was no longer read as weakness, but as strategy. Fans are shocked at how quickly public opinion began tilting in her favor. Then came the surprise move. Ashley dropped her own statement, not through drama pages, not through interviews, but through a quiet newsletter to subscribers. In it, she explained her side calmly. She said she agreed to share her journey but didn't anticipate how fast it would turn into a product. She wrote, "I didn't feel heard when I expressed discomfort. There was no blame, just clarity." That tone disarmed critics. Even people who doubted her before admitted it felt genuine. Laterras responded the next day with a post that felt defensive. He said he never forced anyone to do anything and that accountability goes both ways. Fans immediately compared the tones. Ashley sounded reflective. Laterras sounded guarded. Emotions ran high because people felt like they were finally seeing the difference in priorities. One wanted closure. The other wanted completion. Those are not the same thing. The release day arrived, and the project dropped to huge numbers. Views climbed fast, comments poured in, but the energy was complicated. Some praised the storytelling. Others said it felt hollow without Ashley's voice present. Her absence was louder than any narration. Fans kept asking in the comments if she would ever tell her story fully. Laterras didn't respond. The silence confirmed what many already believed. This chapter was done, but the story wasn't finished. Ashley stayed offline during the release, but her supporters showed up for her anyway. Hashtags about protecting peace and choosing yourself trended alongside the project. The contrast was striking. One side celebrated success. The other mourned something lost. The family was left divided one final time, with some attending private watch events and others refusing to acknowledge the release at all. The split felt permanent. Weeks later, Laterras admitted in a rare moment of honesty that the situation cost him relationships. "Success don't feel the same when people you care about gone," he said. That admission softened some hearts, but it didn't erase the past. Ashley, in her own quiet way, moved forward. She started posting again, not about drama, but about rebuilding. Small moments, soft captions, no links, no promos. Fans noticed the difference immediately. In the end, nobody walked away untouched. Laterras gained visibility but lost trust in some circles. Ashley lost privacy but gained clarity about her boundaries. Fans were left debating where the line should be drawn between storytelling and selling. Emotions ran high long after the timelines moved on, because this wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a cautionary tale about speed, power, and what happens when money gets ahead of consent. And even now, people still argue about who was right, who was wrong, and who really benefited. Some say this was a master play. Others say it was a warning. But one thing is clear. Once real life becomes content, there's no rewind button. And whether you call it hustle or heartbreak, this story left a mark that won't fade anytime soon. Now that you've heard everything, it's on you to decide how you feel about this whole situation. Was this a calculated move from the jump, or two people with good intentions that got swallowed by the machine? Fans are still divided, emotions still running high, and the comment section still on fire. And that's exactly why your voice matters here. Don't just watch and scroll. Jump into the conversation and let it be known where you stand. If you think Laterras played the game how it's designed to be played, say that. If you feel Ashley was caught in something that moved too fast and cost her peace, speak on it. Or maybe you believe both can be true at the same time. Either way, drop your opinion in the comments because this story isn't finished, and public reaction always shapes what happens next. Make sure you like this video if you appreciate real talk mixed with the drama the mainstream won't touch. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next update, because you already know this won't be the last time these names come up. And hit that notification bell so you stay tapped in when the next chapter drops. This is your space, your community, and your timeline. So stay locked, stay loud, and stay watching, because the streets are always talking and we're always listening.